Hi, my name is Allison Obarski, and today I'm going to teach you how to effectively serve a jump float volleyball serve. Now you might be asking, why serving? Serving is the most important part of volleyball because it's the only part of volleyball that is solely affected by you. You are in a game with you and the ball. There are no outside sources affecting you. Now there are several different ways to serve. You can serve underhand, overhand, or you can jump serve. In order to know that you have an effective jump float serve, or any serve in general, you want to be able to ace the opponent. In order to ace the opponent, that would result in the ball shanking off someone's arm or dropping on the floor, or any way that the ball is unplayable and unable to get on the other side of the court. Now, why a float serve specifically? Like Jordan Wendelkid said, this serve requires the least amount of energy, it is the most accurate and consistent of all serves. When just standing and serving a float serve, you're requiring the least amount of energy because all you're doing is taking one step and swinging your arm forward. When you're doing a topspin serve, that serve is going to go really high in the air. You'll have to take a huge wind up with your swing and jump really high. A jump float serve is going to take a little bit more energy because you're going to have to take a nice quick hop, but it's going to be nothing like the jump topspin serve. Now, a float serve is the best serve because you are able to firm, strong contact on the backside of that ball, thus causing an air pocket. This air pocket in the back of the ball will cause that ball to move from side to side, allowing the team to not know where that ball is coming from. Now, why a jump serve specifically? A jump serve because when you are standing and serving, the ball is going to have to go up to go over the net and then end back down in order to land on the court. When serving a jump serve, you're going to be jumping in the air, having you already the height of the net, having that ball go straight and then drop. This will allow the opponent to not know as much of where that ball is going, how fast it's traveling, or any of those ifs, ands, or buts, thus making it much harder to receive. When having hand contact on this volleyball is probably one of the most important parts. Kim Hill, who is the outside hitter on the USA national women's volleyball team, said it doesn't matter if you're 6'11 or 4'11. If you have positive contact with the ball and you're able to have it move, your opponent is in serious trouble. By having that ball move, you're wanting that ball to float. By having that ball float, you want to be able to have a large, big hand that's very strong and firm. You want that hand to be curved a little bit to the shape of the ball so that it is going to have a full contact within that ball. When serving this, you want to make sure that you hit it at one consistent pace so you find the air pocket. If not, and not hitting it in the center of the ball, you can cause this, such as spin. This spin will be caused when hitting the ball on other sides that is not as common to you. And also, it will feel really weird, so it's truly like a feeling thing. When serving the ball, you want to make sure that your arm is in a strong forward motion. You want your arm to be at a 90-degree angle within your elbow and a 90-degree angle within the rest of your body. Thus, your toss will be right in front of you and ending like this. You want your ending hand to have a 90-degree angle within your wrist and a 90-degree angle within the rest of your body. This shows you that you were able to hit the ball straight in front of you and straight across, firm and strong. With it, your hand ending flexed, you'll be able to know how consistent and straight and flat and where the direction of that ball ended up. When you're tossing your ball, you want to make sure that you toss it straight in front of your arm, most importantly. In order to do that, you can toss with one hand or two hands. When tossing with two hands, it is sometimes up in the air and where that ball can land and where that ball can end up because both of your hands could leave the ball at different times. Therefore, you want to make sure that you toss with one hand and because it will be able to leave at one point and end at one point, thus causing less risk of error. As you can see on this slide, it will go straight in front of you, and that way you can completely complete that serve without any struggle. Active.com says that the toss should lift straight above your hand at a height of 12 to 18 inches. With this, you want to make sure that there is no spin on the ball, because with a spin on the ball causes a spin on the serve, thus taking back all of that time spent trying to make that a float serve. You want this height of the ball, of the toss, to be at the height of your hand. You want this to be the height of your full hand, which would be about 12 to 18 inches above your starting point, so that way you can hit that ball at peak level. When hitting that ball at the peak level, it will have a little stop when it was floating up, so that way you can hit it at prime speed. Also, when serving a jump float serve, you want to make sure that you have good footwork. When having good footwork, you'll, like seeing in the slide, you will go right, left, right, jump. By doing this, you'll be able to be consistent with how quickly you're going and where your feet are placed. You can have this be either a 3-step approach or a 4-step approach. It's all dependent on your comfortability and what makes most sense to you. These steps need to be controlled steps, and they need to be how is most comfortable for you, because not everyone is as quick as one another, and it's truly all up to you. This is why this is such a great part of the game, because it is so dependent on your comfortability. Now, when you're putting all those things together, you're able to see a left, right, left, toss, jump, swing, just like you can see in all these pictures. By finding that perfect height of the jump, perfect height of your toss, a good approach speed, and a good speed swing, you can really make this serve incredible and a great ace. You can make it difficult for the other team just by making them move to pass a ball in a spot that they're not comfortable in, and thus giving you the advantage. This is what Southern Empower says about these serves. Your goal at the end of the day is to have your serve result in an ace and making it harder for the passer to return. By having a lot of practice and great players on the other side of the court, and along with you, it will not only help you improve your game, but it will help others improve their game by watching you become so great. So practice hard and do great, because at the end of the day, you are going to be able to be the next great jump float volleyball server. Thank you.